Got to be really humble. If you're not, you're never going to learn anything new. You're just going to always be in the same place. Learning and growth only happens when you're humble. I would say being a huge observer of life, taking really appreciating simple things like a flock of birds going by, or how a little child is learning how to walk or something like that. Taking advantage of those and really appreciating them for what they are. Because those are the things that's going to be a part of you when you actually go to animate. The life experiences that you have will be part of your animation. So life experiences can go by like that, but if you pause and soak it in, it'll stay there a little longer. And then the third thing, I don't know. You caught me off guard on that one. When Michelle said to me, "Don't try so hard," when I was learning how to design under him, I was noodling designs for smoke, and you could tell I was sketching and erasing, sketching and erasing. And he puts a piece of paper down on the table and just like that. Don't try so hard. Let intuition and happy mistake be a part of it, instead of trying so hard to be perfect. I don't think art is really truly art unless it means something, unless the creator has a real clear meaning for it. If it's just about showing off technique, I mean, sometimes it's cool, you can check it out and appreciate it, but it's forgettable. But if it has meaning behind it, that's when it, lasts longer in other people's minds, makes them think. So I would say that's probably the most important thing. It's hard to do in all cases, especially at work, but as much as you can. Maybe buy stock in Apple. I don't know. Or maybe it's slow down a little bit. Smell the roses. Take a trip. Play a video game. That was too serious. Well, that's a topic that's talked about a lot in art, and I really think that it's very individual based, how to get over the burnout, because the motivations behind the burnout are unique to that individual. I can give suggestions on what helps me, but that's because of my motivations, the things that are going on in the way far back of my head. But I was at Tyson Murphy and Danny Uribe's talk yesterday, and they suggested some things I never even thought of before that work for them. I like to look for inspiration. I like to grab some books, take a pause, look at some older comic books, Silver Age comic books, just try to slowly get inspired by what has been done, by others. Sometimes it's taking a walk, just getting your head out of that space, but I wouldn't say there's a prescribed way for everybody. I think it's very individual based, and then unfortunately we just all have to figure out what that is on our own. Some people just work right through it. I can't do that. I gotta really break. So I think it's very individual based. Yeah, I mean, it's something that I like to do. And, when she asked that question, I didn't want to give her a vague answer. I wanted to give her something she could actually try. I suggested go to your sketchbook and draw something in your sketchbook as if you were 5 years old or 10 years old. Actually try to draw as if you were trying to forge a drawing of your own from back then. You try to be that person. I found that to be pretty helpful. It sort of breaks down the anxiety that we get to always draw something really good. But if you really push that out of your head and you try to draw like you did when you were a kid, that part relaxes. And then you can just enjoy the process. Sometimes that helps. Look at your portfolio and make sure there's stuff in your portfolio that really reflects who you are instead of reflecting the company you're trying to get a job with. Because I've been on the end of portfolio reviews a lot for companies. And if someone comes with a portfolio and it is exactly what we're looking for, It's cool, but I like to see portfolios where there's competency in what we're looking for, but they have a very interesting voice, a very interesting tone to their work. Because now there's somebody that's not just coming on board to do what we tell them, there's somebody that's coming on board to think. There's a lot of value in that. Flying on a dragon. Oh, hell yeah. Only because dragons breathe fire. And to me, that would be freaking cool to see that. A unicorn would be kind of cool, but no, I would love to see the fire.